guys, Jen here with How Jen Does It. I have another weekly grocery haul and what I made for dinner this week. If you missed last week's video, I will link it for you. I talked about how I was trying out Kroger Clicklist and how I've changed up how I'm doing my grocery shopping. So if you want to check that video out, I will link it. But I have been doing Kroger Clicklist and I'm not sponsored by them, and I'm definitely not an expert because this is my third time using it, but I just happen to make YouTube videos and I get asked a lot of questions because I showed it last week, and I wanted to try to help you guys out who had questions. So I'm going to briefly talk about it a little bit. If you aren't familiar and you didn't watch last week's video, Kroger Clicklist is where you order your groceries online. I got asked how you pay. So you pay online. You can use your card and it takes the discounts off. You can use digital coupons. There are coupons specifically or discounts specifically for Kroger Clicklist users. And so it's really nice. Sometimes you'll get free stuff that's only available through Kroger Clicklist. So it's really nice. You don't have to pull up and hand over your credit or debit card or cash. You pay online. So that's really nice. I really like it because it saves me money. I'm not in the store buying extra things, but I can order exactly what I want. If I forgot to look to see if we needed something, I can just look in my fridge or in my pantry while I'm ordering groceries online. So that really helps. You select a time, it's an hour time frame. So it's really nice because if you wanted to pick up your groceries, say, after you drop off your kids for school, you can have that all scheduled. You could schedule it for when you're driving home from work. Different things. Man, I wish they had this when I was working outside of the home when I was younger, and also when my kids were little. I would have loved it. Dragging kids out in cold Michigan winters, I would have loved to have it. Or if your children have a cold or something and you don't want them to have to go into the store, it's just really nice. One concern that I saw a lot is produce, and honestly that was a concern of mine too. I'm pretty particular about my produce. Say you want 2 ripe avocados, one that still needs to ripen. You can note that. Bananas, the same thing. I have found, at least so far, that it seems like they pick the best produce. The broccoli that I got last week was so fresh. The lettuce is all nice and green and fresh. It seems like they're picking the best that they have, at least in my experience. And so I haven't had any bad produce, and that's been really nice. So I haven't noticed any weird expiration dates, like things that are about to expire like the next day or anything. Okay guys, this is everything from Kroger. This was $82.06, I believe. We still have a bunch of stuff in our fridge, pantry, and freezer, so I will be using chicken breasts that I have in my freezer. We still have cereal that I bought last week. We have milk from last week, and we have some eggs that I wanted to use up before I purchase more. We have bread and all of that stuff. So I didn't have to get a ton, and a lot of this stuff is organic, so that, you know, makes up a little bit of the price. Okay, so I have some pears, the 50/50 organic blend, some romaine lettuce, bananas, oranges. I only got 4 just because I wasn't sure if they were going to be good. Orange season is a little later than this, but they do look pretty good, so hopefully they will be. I got 4 avocados. I still have some from last week. I got some fresh green beans, some sour cream, Colby Jack cheese, a 2-pound package of strawberries, golden delicious apples, some chicken broth, brown rice pasta. These are things I normally get at Trader Joe's, but I didn't go out there, so just got them from Kroger. I got some gluten-free egg pasta. I am making my beef stroganoff, and when I was looking for gluten-free pasta, this came up as one of the options. I haven't seen it in the store. Maybe I just didn't notice it, but I figured I would give it a try. I got 2 packs of organic ground beef. I normally buy the Method toilet bowl cleaner from Grove Collaborative, but I'm about to run out. I still have some, but I'm about to run out and I don't really need anything to place an order quite yet. So I got this Simple Truth organic toilet bowl cleaner. And then I got some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, Natural Bliss coffee creamer, peroxide, and I actually ended up getting the same snacks that I got last week. So my guys love thin potato chips, so I got 3 bags of Lay's, and then they really liked these Cheeto puffs. They're simply Cheetos, so they don't have preservatives or artificial anything in them. So I grabbed a couple more bags of those. We go through snacks pretty quickly. If you have teenagers or people coming over, I'm sure that you guys do too. So I grabbed more snacks and we have a few left from last week. If you watched my grocery haul and what I made for dinner last week, you saw that I made pesto chicken tacos and brown rice. So it's actually the next day after I ended the meals for that video. And I had a bunch of chicken and pesto left, so I decided to make pesto chicken tacos and rice again. We love these. They are definitely a family favorite. I recorded the recipe a long time ago in my old kitchen. So if you like pesto and you like tacos, you'll probably really like these tacos. So I will link the recipe video below for you. Tonight for dinner, I made pasta with meat sauce. I don't have a recipe video for my meat sauce, but I do have one for spaghetti and meatballs, and it's very similar and very delicious, so I will link it. I made some garlic bread. It's just a baguette that I slice in half. I melt butter and brush that on, and then I add garlic, salt, and oregano and bake it until it's nice and crispy. And then we have Caesar salad with the Caesar dressing from Trader Joe's. Tonight for dinner, I made my Mexican-inspired chicken chili. I actually doubled it so that we would have enough for a second dinner. I topped it with some shredded Colby Jack cheese, some chopped jalapeno pepper, cilantro, and sour cream, and I made some cheese quesadillas to go with it. This is a closer look at what the soup looks like. It's very filling. Tonight I made beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff just doesn't look very pretty, but it's so delicious, and I recorded this recipe a long time ago. It has the sour cream and the tomato paste and the paprika, of course, and the gluten-free egg noodles were delicious. John said he liked them better and he doesn't have to eat gluten-free. And then we have peas on the side. Tonight I made my rice meatballs with tomato sauce. I added extra rice this time and it soaked up a lot of the tomato sauce, but they were still delicious. I think that was one of the very first recipes I recorded, so I'll link it below. And I made homemade mashed potatoes and some steamed green beans. I shared 5 dinners because that is what I made this week. So I am in a totally different stage of life now. My boys are working in the evening a lot, and sometimes they eat while they're at work, and sometimes they wait until they get home, and I'm not really sure what they're going to do. I want them to eat if they're hungry. I don't want them to have to wait until they get home. So if the dinner that I made didn't get eaten that night, I'm not going to make more and more food and have it go to waste. So that kind of changes from week to week. Some weeks I make 5 dinners, some weeks I make 6. One night we usually will have leftovers, and I made the chicken chili. It made a ton, and I just figured, why make a whole other dinner if we have all of this? So we'll have dinner the second night. When I started YouTube, my boys were home in the evening, and I would make dinner pretty much every single night, but things change, your life changes. So that is why I have 5 dinners. I did go out to dinner one night with my girlfriend, and we had plenty of leftovers and things here. So just thought I would explain that. If you would like me to continue these videos, let me know. I can share. I know next week I'll have a much larger grocery haul, and who knows how many dinners I'll be making, but I will share what I made so that it can give you guys some good ideas. And as always, the links for recipes, if I have them, are in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.